Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now. So I am right now in the middle of a Google Hangout, and I made it public so that anybody who happens to be following me on Google+, if you are in Google+ at this point, could join the Hangout. And I thought what we would do is record the Google Hangout, and I've gotten everybody's permission that I know of, and I've told them up front 7 times, I think, before even recording this. And you can hear them in the background typing and giggling. And we're all connected right now by way of Google Hangout, and the topic of conversation is Facebook, Skype, video chat, that new announcement that today in relation to Google Hangouts. This is the minuses and everybody's thoughts on that particular matter. So without further ado, I guess I'm going to turn it over to my esteemed panel, and feel free to introduce yourself and give me your thoughts on Skype and Facebook. Go ahead. Now, this is your turn to talk. This is when you guys talk.
I tried to talk. I'm muted. My mic sucks.
You're good.
Can you guys hear me?
I'm popping up. Yeah. Quasi-periodic. I watched the thing, and I didn't get engaged at all, and they didn't say anything that was interesting, and then I turned it off.
So you weren't that excited about it?
To say the least.
Yeah, that pretty much sums up my thoughts, too. Anybody else?
I kind of think that they've done quite a good job. I guess it was rushed for them, seeing that Google created Plus, and they rushed it, but I think they've done a pretty good job. It must be something that they've had in development anyway for a while to get it up and running that quickly, but I'd say that they did a pretty good job, and I did it today, and it all works really well.
Fantastic. Thank you, Tom. And we heard earlier from, that was Brad. Is it Brad or Bradley? Yay. I'm going to try manually switching between you, because as we type on the keyboard, Google Hangout automatically focuses to that person, so whoever types the loudest to go up front here on my screen. Either way, I see Matt, you're waving your arms. Does that mean you want to interject?
Oh, I was trying to type loudly, but yeah, in my opinion, the Facebook announcement was too little, too late. I know that they say they've been working on this for a long time, and there's no way you can get that kind of a partnership together in a week. But it wasn't enough for me to say, you know what, Google Hangout is yesterday's news. I still think Google Hangout is far superior as it stands right now.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way, and it sounds like you're echoing what Tom was saying as well.
Yeah, but I think the fact that Google Plus is so limited right now, the majority of the world are going to get their hands on the Facebook video chat before they get their hands on Google Hangout. So that's going to create a bit of a bias with the Facebook video chat.
Now, Liza, or is it Lisa?
Yes.
Which one?
It's Liza.
Liza, okay. Just making sure. So what are your thoughts?
I haven't tried it. So I don't have any thoughts. I did see, obviously, the clips.
But does it...
Is the one thing that's going to be a deal breaker one way or another? No.
Yeah.
And I use Skype quite a bit as it's... So it's not that I'm not a Skype user. I don't see a huge added benefit in integrating it with Facebook. I
can tell you, in using it, you are not missing a single thing. It's basically Skype inside of Facebook, and that's fine. It's great if that's where people live. But I think, as has been echoed already, it's too little, too late, and maybe that's just me.
Well, you have Skype, which has your usernames and everything like that, but then you have Facebook, which you don't have to remember. You don't have to put any username. You don't have to do anything like that. You can have a one-on-one conversation, as opposed to a Hangout where you can try and make it a private Hangout, but in all reality, it becomes a 10-person public chat, like this one.
So have you used it then?
Oh, yeah, I've used both of them, yeah.
What did you think in terms of quality? I mean, forget the raw, just feature set. I mean, the quality. How was it for you?
Just on a basic level, it's a one-on-one conversation. What I like about it is the fact that you start chatting back and forth. It's like, hi, how are you? I'm fine. How are you? I'm fine. How are you? So on and so forth, back and forth. And next thing you know, you can actually say, hey, let's just talk with each other face to face and get what we have to say done and move on. So for that level, I think it's a great thing. It's not going to be really great for somebody that wants to do like a multi-person chat like this, like the Hangout, but both of them are going to have their own advantages and, of course, disadvantages, like was said. Once people start coming into Google Plus from mainstream, will this be as cool as it is right now?
Fair enough. Mark, Terra Nova, do you have any opinions?
In terms of...
Oh, wait.
Yes, I'm a Linux person. And even though I'm a Linux person, I think you should use whatever operating system you want to, because that's your own deal. It's not my belief system. But that being said, I tried to try it, and I have a copy of Windows somewhere around here. I can't use it. It only is an exe file and a jar file. I can't use it on Linux. That being said, I mean, I really think what they did was a blog post and then tried to stretch it out into 20 minutes. It was, it was ridiculous, throwing some PowerPoint, and, there are people probably using their BlackBerry messengers there, and just all kinds of, the old school reporters just going, really, come on, I'm not super technical, and this is just, there's nothing here. There's no there.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, let's flip. Oh, I'm sorry. Someone else?
I was just going to say, I felt like Mark Zuckerberg was giving us more of a math lesson in what exponential meant than actually announcing anything. The most important thing to me in that entire announcement was whenever they said there were 750 million users. That, to me, that is the most important thing he said there is. That's an incredible number. That's like a sixth of the world.
Yeah.
So very impressive there.
At the same time, though, I think when Google Plus, opens up to everybody. I mean, that's Google. Google is the internet for most people. I mean, yes, Facebook's popular, but I mean, in terms of quality, in terms of feature set, I mean, not that this doesn't impress, but this is what Google did like 4 years ago. Okay, so I'm going to flip over to Kevin. Kevin's, oh wait, I guess not. I'm flipping back to Tom.
Yeah, I think once most people get onto Google Plus, the video chat in a social network is going to be nothing new. Like, most people's first experience of video chat over a social network is going to be on Facebook. So when they join Google Plus, it's not going to be anything new.
Well, I think...
This is nothing like...
Well, except for the group chat.
Okay, who said this is nothing like?
It's never been seen before.
Bradley?
Can I make one point?
What you're recording right now has never been seen before on the face of the planet, and Facebook doesn't have it. And they probably
So look around this room right now, or not room, but hangout room, if you will, and you'll see a bunch of white guys, right, and one white girl.
Wow.
So I'm guessing, and I'm not going to judge, but I'm going to admit I'm a geek. I'm guessing a few of you are contenders for that title. And when we think about, for example, a young couple in Omaha has a baby and wants to share it with their family in India. We're talking about a more of a global type relationship, and we're not necessarily talking about the geeks who have 47 laptops and spend as much time as we do online checking out new cool things. So I think, is it something that I will use? If that's the question, no. But there aren't a lot of things I need in my arsenal, right? I don't really need a new way to connect. So
that's true.
I think that's from a scale perspective. I think we're looking at the wrong audience. Really, I don't think Facebook's even targeting people like us.
Oh, they're definitely not. They're just making it easier for people who are already on Facebook, don't even know anything about Skype, have a problem with setting things up. And then, they're looking to, close that conduit. I guess to me, the fact that Google really made it social, like, this is, I'm not going to say it's new. Group video chat is not new. Obviously, Skype had it, but it cost money. Google's made it free. They've made it easy. And the quality that I'm seeing from even half of the webcams in front of me is just, it's stellar as a communications tool, personal-wise, or even for business. Someone we haven't heard from, Kevin, I'm going to try you again.
Well, I believe it's just like welcome to 2007 with Skype and Facebook. That's all I basically have to say. Is just welcome to 2007.
Okay.
But my mom's in 2007, right?
Right, that's true. That's true. Does your mom use Facebook?
She actually does not. But my grandmother, who's 100, does.
Wild.
Wow.
She posts her bridge hands on there.
Nice.
As it is that my grandmother is on Facebook, I don't want her in my main social graph, honestly. She barely knows how to use Facebook. I'm glad that I have a social graph full of Redditors and not full of weird people I might have met 3 years ago.
So you're not a fan of Bridge, is what you're saying?
Bridge.
Yeah.
Bridge is a hard game.
Yeah, I hear you.
Bridge, the game.
Bridge,
Sorry,
yes.
I thought it was a different network or something.
No.
I'm good at
I think that's another reason that that Google Plus has an advantage over Facebook is you can create social circles. You share one bit of information with one group, another bit of information with another, and it kind of reminds me of
Yes.
Kevin Rose put together some time ago.
Pounce, yeah. So Gabriel, we haven't heard from you yet. Is it's Gabriel, assumedly?
Oh, you can just call me Gabe. That's
Okay,
fine.
Gabe, fine.
But what I was gonna say is that I think you guys are all missing the point though, because I've been trying to get a lot of people into Google Plus, but they don't really understand what it is, and I had a really horrible time trying to make them understand. I mean, it's just circles, and then you grab people and put them into groups. But I guess people don't really understand that, and with this Facebook and Skype integration, it's gonna make people that before you have to tell them to download Skype and you make an account, make a password, and now instead of that, you can just actually not even make an account and just use Skype throughout all. And you don't even see any Skype logos or anything, so most people probably not even know it's Skype.
Yeah, it's just invisible. It's just there, running.
Well, it's just there right now. It could be next week. They could put the icons in next week. They could actually put in multi-view next week too.
Yeah, I'm honestly, I gotta tell you, Google Hangout has spoiled me. I mean, I really, even though that it's a little bit kludgy to get all this stuff to work right now, I kind of like being able to record this video of this live dynamic chat, not knowing who was going to join me a few minutes ago, and record a new video that I could have just sat in front of the camera and done myself. But it's I couldn't. Maybe I'm just thinking of it differently, and I think to Liza's point, this is really just to make it easier for people that really don't want to do more than just talk one-on-one. In which case, it's more of a replacement for something like FaceTime than it would be as a social tool, I guess.
No, I think like Christmas Eve, you're going to see families who are spread out. I mean, I don't think it's just. I can see friends, family. I see people have use for it. I just don't think it's going to be, geeky early adopters.
True. Nah, that's fair. I wish I could pull my dad in to this conversation, but unfortunately, he does not have a Google Plus invite.
Actually, you're up. You can always think of man.
True. Okay, so Dave, is it Veffer? Beaver?
Yes.
Okay, Veffer, sorry. I never know. I can only read names, and thank God you don't have like a wacky screen username. But what are your thoughts?
Wait, are we allowed to ask questions of you before you move on to Dave?
Sure, and then we can come back to Dave. Sure, you can ask questions of me.
So when is there going to be another Gnomedex?
Yes, actually, there likely will be. We're retooling Gnomedex and what it is, and focusing on not just the conference space, working inside of other conferences. So you'll be hearing some announcements on that soon, as well as doing seminars and workshops. And we're going to be launching soon Gnomedex RPG, Gnomedex Real Profit Generation. So doing finely targeted meetups, helping people who are trying to make money online. So using
Cool. Well, I would love to be involved. So
cool. Okay,
That would be a great idea.
It's a good question, and stay tuned for that announcement. Thank you for letting me sneak that in there.
I didn't know the answer, so that's why I joined this chat, actually.
And that was not a paid endorsement. That was not a plant, I swear to God. Okay, Dave, what are your thoughts?
I think one of the main differences to me between Facebook new Skype integration versus Hangouts, which is actually a pretty good name for what Google has created, is, you know, I don't necessarily want to just sit there and have a one-on-one video chat with somebody where I have to be constantly engaged with that person. Whereas on a Hangout, I can just pop into, you know, a room where there's 8 people going, and I can chill out and surf the web. If something catches my interest in the conversation, I can jump in and literally hang out and chat for a while, or drop out and send some links to somebody, and we can geek out over somebody's pictures that we like or whatever. You know, that's, to me, it's a different thing. I don't really. The Facebook thing just seems it's nice that people will be able to chat if they need to, but I haven't really been using Facebook that much lately, so that's fine with me.
You know, it's interesting. I think, you know, when I originally set this up, and
You need that.
in the intro, you know, I was thinking, you know, Facebook, Skype video chat versus Google Hangout, and it seems to me that I think you guys are right. And the more I talk about it with you, the more I recognize it's a completely different product, completely different. I mean, interesting, but as to Kevin's point, we saw this earlier on. So we had someone drop out and someone new drop in, Adonis. So,
that's me.
Yes. So your thoughts on today's Facebook video chat announcement?
I'm actually quite shocked.
You're shocked?
Why?
I'm shocked that. Well, the thing is, like, I haven't realized it until just now. Like, Facebook has this video chat. Ben told me over Skype, and I haven't heard really much about it.
Yeah,
they haven't really marketed it very well. They haven't really sold it. None of my friends knew about it, so.
So you just happened that they. I don't know about switching to YouTube. Every time that happens, I get a Rickroll. So
Yeah, I don't trust that.
Wait. How many of you guys in a Hangout have been Rickrolled when someone tries to invite you to view a YouTube video?
Never.
Yeah, whatever. Never. Yeah, because you're sending them. Right.
I'm modifying a case right now. I have nothing to do with Rickroll.
Right. So, no, seriously, I'm curious to know why you're shocked at this. Is it just because this seemed to be a no-brainer, or you never thought it was possible, Adonis?
I never thought that Zuckerberg was going to do it, and I found out 5 minutes ago.
Oh, so you only found out 5 minutes ago. Okay, here's the question. How did you find out?
I'm talking with a friend of mine over Skype. He told me.
Oh, so you were on Skype. Okay, I thought it'd be funny to say, I was on Google Plus, and...
No, I'm on Skype right now.
It's very meta. All right, well,
one question I have for this, Adam, are you... don't get offended by the question, but are you an IT person, or are you just a guy that just got really lucky and got a Google Plus invite?
I'm just one of those lucky guys.
Okay, then that makes a little bit more sense on that. So, he just represents right there the general public and how they see it and how they adopt it. So, another question I have, not for Adonis but for the panel, is how is once we get a whole bunch of people in here talking about this, going on different Hangouts. I mean, this is probably one of maybe 5 Hangouts that's happening right now, but once you get the general public in, you're going to have hundreds of thousands of Hangouts happening at one time. What is going to keep it from lagging? What's going to keep it from anything like that?
Well, I think it's less about... He really is working on his case, isn't he? All right, anyway.
I am, actually.
Anyway, go ahead.
I'm really working on my case. No crap.
So did you guys hear the question I had?
Yes.
Well, I mean, I think there's more than just 5. I think there's more than just 5 Hangouts happening right now. Maybe you only see 5, but there's probably a ton of them happening with just people's circles and stuff like that you don't have access to. That's true. Google does know how to scale things. They know how to scale things well. They're rolling this out in such a way that.
Hang on, wait. Adonis. I think I have to mute you.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
or mute yourself, or you can drop. It's okay. I don't know how I do it.
Yeah, it's a little icon that you can mute yourself.
Oh wait, I don't want to report abuse.
No,
okay.
Microphone.
No, this is great. In the screencast.
Just mute yourself.
No. In the screencast, I went to mute him, and apparently it's I could report abuse. This is great. Okay, now I'm not going to do that, don't worry. But we had Colin.
Hey.
Hey, did you see the topic of conversation that we're recording for YouTube here?
No, I did not.
Yeah, we're doing this for YouTube. Well, I mean, for the YouTube channel. Like, the topic is, what did you think about the Facebook video chat announcement thing?
Oh, yeah, I watched it. Yeah, definitely. So I'm in on that, yeah. So the video chat announcement, this is obviously way better. I tested this out with a couple people earlier today, too. I love the fact that it cuts between our screens when we're talking. But obviously, I think that Skype and Facebook will absolutely polish the system in the future to make it like this. And I think they'll do it pretty rapidly.
Now, Jeff, is it Jeff or Jeffrey? Sorry.
Either way.
Chris, you're very good with names.
Well, it's because I can hover over an icon and see like who their names are. In fact, so there was Adonis and Colin. We just talked to Dave and Gabe. Now this is Jeff and Kevin and Liza and Matt and Tom now that are in the chat. Sorry. Jeff, you were asking the question though.
It's all about bandwidth. It's all about lag. It's all about, even though I said 5 people, I kind of meant that sparsely, but I'm more on the point. There's only a handful of people of 1/10, maybe 1/100th of what will be coming into this place eventually. And how do we know that 10 people at a time is not going to cause us many different bandwidth issues or lags or something like that? For instance, going back and forth, it's pretty. There's no lag here, but once you get like millions of people doing the same thing, there's going to be some sort of back and forth issues.
The first Hangout that I created went on 6 hours after I left. And one of the guys who was on it was analyzing all the network traffic and seeing how things were connecting and where you were going through and how are you being routed through. I think the shortcoming of Hangouts is more when the topic of conversation dies, like, we're talking blah, 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 blah about something, and then 5 minutes later, all we hear is everybody banging away on the keyboard. And then I'm just like, okay, I'm done. I gotta go. If I do not concentrate like on a topic of conversation, I'm not going to have a Hangout. I number one, I'm throttled now to 250 gigs because of Comcast. So, just keep it open all day long.
Oh, that sucks, dude.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it happens. Sorry. Yeah, Gabe, it's just... that's the way it goes. I don't know. I think bandwidth will be an issue, but I think it's more of a conversational bandwidth and time bandwidth, less about broadband. That would be the issue.
But I heard that they actually don't really enforce a cap, though, Chris. I heard that it's only like a theoretical cap. They don't really actually use the cap.
We'll see. I've got a meter in my account, and in 3 days I've already it's like 17. Like it's something insane. Like I'm going to go over. I know I'm going to get a call and knock on the door by men in black suits.
Yeah, I'm thinking they're just going to give you a little slap on the wrist, nothing more.
We'll see. I don't know. I've been talking to someone there just in case.
But I actually have to agree with Jeffrey there because my power went out during the conversation and I actually still stayed on. But it was a quick power down, power up, and my internet went down. I couldn't even log into Google, but apparently the Hangout still went on.
Wow.
I'm really amazed.
It's magic.
Yeah. Maybe Apple had a hand in it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would say as to the idea that, let's say we have 1 million Hangouts at once, would there be a lag in the system in Google's servers? I'd have to say no, because if anybody can handle that kind of bandwidth and traffic, it's going to be Google. I think Skype has had problems historically during peak periods, and I have a feeling that they're going to have problems with this Facebook implementation in the near future.
It's interesting.
Not to mention UI. Between Facebook and Skype, we have a UI marriage made in God knows where.
Well, it's seamless. It really, honestly, is bad. I'm not going to say it's a great experience, but it's seamless. And I think for most people, again, to your earlier point, the integration is nice. It just doesn't seem to be as social as you'd expect Facebook to be. And Adonis, check out Adonis. He's still working on his keys. What a geek.
Got his Dremel out,
What
probably.
a geek. He's like, I'm going to work on my case. Ah.
What's funny is when we were just talking there, I actually got a little pop down that said that my connection to the server was lost. and then it had the close button. Yeah, it had the close button, and I was like, I'm not going to hit close. I can still see everyone.
I'm not going to hit close. I was afraid it was going to close out.
Nice.
Don't worry, the part's over.
Once you click on somebody, how do you default
Click them
back?
again.
Oh, click on them again.
Okay.
Yeah, you click on them again, and I think with that, I think we've done enough for I guess a trial run. We'll see what the YouTube audience thinks about conversational style, because at some point it may be them who can join us, because the idea is I'll pick a topic of conversation and then post that, invite a couple of people, and then invite the public into chat, record it for the YouTube video. So at some point, whoever's watching this could be a part of the next, I guess, Hangout on Google Plus once you get the invite.